Okay, welcome to the weekend. And that means we have a lot to talk about with the prize picks opportunities here. And yes, we have the Odd Chopper premium tool that we can always fall back on. But I want to show you as well, because we constantly tell you two things, right? That will match your first deposit right away with the Odd Chopper, with you joining here on prize picks. So up to $100, your first deposit on prize picks. But you're also going to get that free month of Stochastic Plus, like the league leader in all DFS projections and results. I don't even need to show you what's happened over the past week. Steve Buzzard and others right here within, including our CEO. The guy that controls and manages all the money is just dominating DFS slates. So we're in pretty good shape overall. Look, Prize Picks has a fantasy category. You know this from Engelman. You know this from Lindquist. You know this from anybody else on here that's doing Prize Picks with you. You have the ability to mine your free month of Stochastic Plus and get all that fantasy info and put it towards a Prize Picks ticket. Now, for us, we're going to start with Merrill, Kelly, and Joe Musgrove combining for 10Ks. 10Ks between these two. You would think that's pretty easy, right? Like, first off, I'm over 4.5Ks for Merrill Kelly right away. That total seemed low for me, and I was willing to hit that. We talked about that on the leans and likes that's up here on YouTube. So now with the difference, of course, is trying to get 5Ks from Joe Musgrove against Arizona, which should be doable. You don't have a bunch of guys that bleed Ks, but you don't have a ton that stay away from it either. You're going to have in any lineup, you're going to have a couple of guys that you're going to have to deal with, and I understand, right? Thomas, Marte, okay. But for a guy in Musgrove whose K rate is nearly 25%, no walks there, and Merrill Kelly, who's just good enough to get us 5, that's it. If I get over Kelly at 4.5Ks, then I am golden here. And this thing is both. That's why I love these combined props that you can look at where it's like, okay, maybe Musgrove only gets you 5. That's fine. Kelly will do the heavy lifting and go over his 4.5 total. Next play here is Tyler Anderson, and we're just going to go simply over 4.5Ks against the Kansas City Royals. This one, again, is focusing on how bad Kansas City is for the most part. Zach Greinke is sitting there with a 3.5K total going up against an Angels team that, granted, the record may not reflect it, but you're not getting a bunch of Ks in the middle, as we know, that lineup. And even if it's just a matter of who's out there, Rendon, Renfroe, it's not going to be an easy trip around Ohtani and Trout. That's going to be tough for Greinke. Anderson should be pitching with the lead. Anderson comes into this game taking on a squad where he's going to need to pitch better than normal, but you have that working for you when you're taking on the Royals. I don't care where this game's played. You have that working for you against a Royals team. And right at the top, you're going to see some guys, you're going to see some holes in this spot. Melendez and Massey, not the only ones. Olivares. I mean, you've got some guys who will open up the bat and a hole in that swing and get some Ks. We get 5 tonight from Tyler Anderson. All right, let's move on. A couple of more to look at. Brandon Nimmo, less than 1.5 total bases. Not the best. Now, it's not the most detailed history with Logan Webb, but recently, at least, he hasn't had a hit in 10 plate appearances. 8 at-bats, 10 plate appearances. He has that lone walk. That's not fantastic, especially because if you look at Ks alone, 3 Ks in those 10 play. Look, limited sample size, right? I get it. But Logan Webb, and like any pitcher who has enough of a sample size to build with, you have that with Nimmo. You're not chasing, you're not stretching, you're not trying to get anything crazy out of there. You can pitch to comfort. And that's what I think you're going to get with Logan Webb. And again, I'm just basing this off some recent history that I'm fine to build off, which is Brandon Nimmo has not had a hit in the 10 plate appearances with Logan Webb. That's enough for me. This one's going to be a little tough. This one is popping on our Odd Chopper premium tool. So I am not one to move away from it by any means. In fact, if you go all over here, Mikolas is there. 54%. Just look at the top right. It's highlighted. 54% we have a chance of this thing hitting. The tool likes it against Seattle. You could feed that into my underlean on the locks video, but Mikolas is going to have to perform in order for this team to stay in it. Luis Castillo on the other side is going to be tough. So do you have enough from Mikolas to get it 5 Ks tonight? Oof. Look, I think there are some strikeouts in the lineup at least, right? Like that's the difference. Kalenic, Rodriguez, Suarez, like you've got guys that will strike out. Hernandez. You definitely have guys that will strike out. Cal Raleigh. These guys will definitely strike out. It's Mikolas who needs to activate it. The K rate is just not there. Just not there. But I'm giving him the benefit because he's going up against a team that does have a pretty high K rate. Last one, it's a combo play. Why not? Why not? 7-7, 8-6, 9-5. One of these guys struggles. The other guy gets 9 Ks. I mean, it's like the Zurich, right? Alternate shot. All right, don't worry, I got you. Or if it would be like a better ball turn, really, where it's just like, don't worry about it. You could stink it up. I don't think you're going to get a 10-4, but that's certainly possible. Either one of these guys, and Dylan Cease or Shane McClanahan, can go for 10 Ks today. The upside is there. And that's what the beauty is about the combo play, is that, first off, it's a manageable number. 13 with a push. I definitely think we can get to 14. But the point being is you have opportunities and avenues to get there. It's not a simple one way there, one guy. And when you're dealing with two guys this high level of a boom, it would make sense that one could get you 8, 9, 10. Maybe a K ladder. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right. You know the drill. We ask for the thumbs up, subscribe, 70K large. In return, I'm going to give you a free month of Stochastic Plus and up to $100. All I need you to do is just sign up for Prize Picks. Look how easy it is to make some money.